CGTV Broadcast has a story for you about students making music in all your March events.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, March 13th. I'm Abigail.
And I'm Cole. We'll start out today with a word from our sponsors.
With spring break right around the corner, students will have some free time on their hands. Pace and Leona Sequeira bring us some events going on in the month of March.
We're already down to 2 months of the 2017 to 2018 school year, CG. Now to kick off our third, here are your March Greenwood events. Our Spring News Mag has many opportunities for you this month, and one of those things is at the historic Art Craft Theater in Franklin. The Art Craft Theater was originally built in 1922 as a silent movie theater. Today, the theater is owned by Franklin Heritage Incorporated and hosts classic movies and concerts. The music of U2 will be performed by the Indiana Symphony Orchestra. Come to join on March 16th and listen to songs such as With or Without You, I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, and Pride in the Name of Love. Last but not least, the Brick World Indie Lego Exposition will be held at the Indiana State Fairgrounds on March 17th. Come and enjoy building all kinds of things, ranging from skyscrapers to a city. You can interact with fellow Lego enthusiasts and experts. General admission is $12. And that's your March Greenwood event, CG. See you next month.
Recently, Future Problem Solver sponsored Miss Shackelford put on a puppet show to raise money for FPS. Miley Grounds and Jordan Jacomez have the story.
This past Friday, the Future Problem Solvers Club hosted a night with puppets, starring Mrs. Shackelford and her marionettes. Mrs. Shackelford's love of puppetry was passed down to her from her mother and grandmother. She has been working with puppets for 30 years now.
I am a third-generation puppeteer. So my grandmother started this in Cleveland at the end of the 50s. My mother still performs, and I've been performing the whole time. So there's about 70, almost 80 years of puppetry going on here.
Seats were filled at Friday's puppet show with volunteers having to bring in more chairs for extra people, while also entertaining young kids with crafts and snacks.
Well, I helped Miss Shackelford put it all together, and I spoke at the puppet show, just like introduced the club and everything, and as the coach I kind of just oversaw everything.
I felt like it went well. It was kind of geared towards the elementary schools, so I think we could have done that, but I mean, we had a great turnout considering such short notice. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Mrs. Shackelford doesn't donate her time to many organizations, but Future Problem Solvers is a club that she encourages and supports deeply.
I don't do a lot of free shows. I get asked to do free shows quite often, but the concept of Future Problem Solvers to me is amazing. It's everything a parent and a teacher would want our students and our kids to be. Yeah. So I thought there would be no better cause to raise money for than a club like that.
Through the work of many students and teachers, FPS was able to raise almost $400.
CG has many talented musicians. Some even make their own pieces. Mara Baston and Brianna Stewart-Ellen bring us a story.
Band are the 3 music divisions offered to all students, but some students at CG decide to take their music beyond the classroom. Lily Peters takes her sound to a retirement home and plays ukulele and piano for the elderly.
So basically we just go in and I bring my ukulele and they have a piano and it's me and a couple of my friends, whoever wants to go, and we just sing whatever songs I guess are easiest for us to get across, and we sing some of the songs that they know from like childhood.
Adrienne Rubel is proficient in 8 instruments, one of which she taught herself in a cast.
I can learn any instrument in 2 weeks. When I taught myself guitar, because when I taught myself the guitar, it was last year when I was in a cast, and they were just very impressed about that. It's like I've always had a problem with reading, and it just like I can't read and comprehend it at the same time. So when I'm reading sheet music, it just all makes sense at the same time.
I've always really liked making music in class and at home and in any lessons that I'm learning an instrument in, and I figure that it'd be really fun to kind of make music that I enjoy, and I have the freedom to do that when I'm working independently.
Dylan Gardner strays from classical and experiments with different types of music on his cello.
My main instrument is cello, and a lot of the songs that I play on cello aren't anything that you would traditionally think would sound good on cello. But I enjoy making it sound good on cello, and it kind of surprises people, and they get a little chuckle if I finish like a rap song or a hard rock song, but I'm playing it on a cello.
I play the cello and I sing, and I'm probably more proficient with the cello.
I play the viola, the violin, and the piano, and I'm definitely most proficient at viola.
Jenna Small and Olivia Oliver are a music duo playing cello and viola for audiences at the Franklin Farmers Market.
My grandpa he invited me to come play at the Franklin Farmers Market because they had different vendors there who already were playing, and he thought it'd be a cool idea if I brought my cello down and just played for a little bit. And then they invited me back to play again, and I just kind of kept coming back, and then Jenna joined in, and we just kind of like kept playing and just went from there.
Yeah.
At first they were kind of like, oh wow, this is cool. They were just kind of pretty chill with it, and then we started doing it more, and they started to kind of see that we really liked doing it, and I think they kind of grew to love it more as we did too.
Mm-hmm.
Come on out to a talent show tonight at 6 to see performers. Costs $5.
Now let's head over to the sports desk. On Saturday, the boys basketball team competed in the Seymour Regional Championship. In the morning game, the Trojans defeated Evansville North by a score of 69-44. The Trojans moved on to face New Albany in the Regional Championship. The team made a late run in the fourth quarter but fell to the Bulldogs 69-56. Center Grove Lacrosse has their first game of the season tonight at home at the soccer fields. JV starts at 5:30, varsity will follow. And that's what we have for you today, CG. Stay tuned for your general announcements.